Already. Okay, I'm like, wow, you guys just missed something really great here. I pulled the cards for us already. I just want to put on my background music and allow some people to come in. So if you're watching this on replay, you can fast forward a bit. I need a minute. This is crazy. I pulled the cards ahead of time and I am so happy I did. I hope this is live. Maybe I put this on private. We'll see what happens. Okay. So let's go to this. Sorry guys, I just need a moment to do this. And then, oops, sorry. Went back like that. And okay, is anyone on here? No, not yet. So let me see, maybe I didn't. Okay, I did. It's posted, perfect. I think everyone's out there doing stuff they want to do with their lives and not watching so many YouTube videos this month, which is healthy, that's for sure. Make time for it, right? Okay, let's start this. We have the music. There we go. Guys, I can't believe what I pulled here for us. And there we go. Okay, wait, let me see. Is this live? Because why do I have one person only? But it's okay. Let's see, it's Friday. Okay, there we go. Hello, thank you. Just making sure. I mean, it's okay if it's only us on here, us 2 or 3 people, but I just wanted to make sure there. So you're not gonna believe it. What happened is this morning I woke up, did my prayers, took a shower, even though I may not look like it. I'm in this new shower phase, right out of bed to the shower. You know, did my morning routine. And I haven't watched anything on YouTube, but I did see posts, because I always check my emails and whatever. And I did see a post someone had made of, like, you know, a layout, and they had written the description of the descriptions of the cards. I didn't read it, but it gave me a feeling to want to pull the cards ahead of time and look at that. And I remember when I have posted previously readings, you know, just written them out, it's quite interesting because you get to sit there and look at the cards and then write out and express. Anyhow, it kind of worked here. I'm here. I pulled out the cards for us, but when I say it kind of worked, I couldn't wait any longer. Once I got this last message, I was like, no way, thank goodness. It makes me really happy to see that. So I'm going to start with the energies I pulled and talk about that. I hope you guys don't mind that the camera's facing me. It just makes it easier for me to show you the cards. So first card, victim. Second card, impartiality. Third card, grief. So there's 2 different energies today, I'll tell you that. And you can take it how you want it, whose is whose. This is actually on the side of the masculine, and I asked for clarification as to why all this, you know, why all this energy, it's not very nice. And perfection came in reverse. So there's heartache, there's ache all around for whatever reason. Let me turn down the music. I don't want to rush through this, but I just want to get these cards out and then take my time and explain them. But the reason for this energy is because someone wants perfection in whatever they deem to be perfection, because there's no real such thing as perfection unless it's imperfect, then it's perfect. And they don't have their form of perfection, so they're taking on a very victimization energy. And at first I thought, oh, are they moving out of this or what? And I realized it's talking about 2 different energies, and you can kind of choose, not kind of, you can choose which way you want to go. But once I further clarified, I feel this is on the masculine side, okay? So moving forward towards the light, we have, this was the clarifier. This was the first card, expansion. It was really interesting because expansion came with creation. But I was like, no, I'm just going to take 1 card at a time. So expansion, and then came passion. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? You expand by following your passion type of energy. I'm like, tell me more, tell me more. And then came creation again. So I'm like, obviously this is meant to come out. And when I do see a card like that. I do feel very feminine energy from it. And we have enlightenment. So there's two totally different energies, and what it is it's that you and your person are handling the same energies differently, especially if you're in one of those connected vibes where you feel their pain, they feel your stuff, even if you don't talk, right? So you guys are both handling the current energies this weekend differently, but I do feel this energy of, you know, even the divine feminine going through this grief and victimization and impartiality, not knowing what to do exactly, trying to maintain balance, trying to stay calm and look normal. And, you know, and I'm not saying you're not calm and good, right? But it does sometimes take some energy to keep that. So what I see is that in this process of you having to learn how to handle all this energy of victimization and grief, and this is from holding on to things from the past, by the way, you've expanded, you're expanding energetically, you're going out, maybe socializing, you're doing something, maybe you're helping someone out this weekend, or maybe you're just following a passion, maybe your passion is just to help. This person's reading to someone, this could be you reading to family. You can be going to old age homes. This person looks like they're almost putting on a little bit of a show. She could be going to even see a child, you know, because honestly, when you get older, you turn back into a kid. So could be representing so many different things. And the positive focus of expansion and world, because I'm seeing an earth here, just honoring your feminine energy, honoring the feminine energy within you, whether you're feminine or masculine, helping people. You don't have to be a woman to do that. Like, hold the door. You don't have to be a woman to do that. The other day I saw a lady that couldn't cross the street, and this man like ran across the street to help her cross because she had a cane and all that stuff. So you're just trying to focus not on the crap this weekend if you're a divine feminine. And the masculine energy seems to really be wrapped up in trying to get this situation in order, or a situation in order. When I see this card, I feel like the masculine, you know, if you're dealing with the masculine that's with a karmic or whatever, point being, it's like they're hanging on to their friend, right? Their buddy. It's not even hanging on to a child. It's not even hanging on to, you know, a person, even. Not even a person. It's their friend, you know, it's a dog. Dogs represent friendship, and sure, it represents loyalty and all these things. And that is what something that they're hanging on to did represent to them. Loyalty, friendship on their side too. Like, they're supposed to be loyal friends, and they're supposed to be, you know, honorable. And they're hanging on to this person that this element that represents that. And it's very interesting, and they're taking on this role of the victim. Acorn. Now, I don't know the meaning of acorn. I'm gonna, you know, well, I kind of would like to type it up. I don't even know where I've already looked up a few different things. I didn't look up acorn, but maybe some of you know the meaning of that. There's something here with, you know, maybe they just feel like a little peanut or a little acorn. They feel helpless, and there's no reason and no need. And why this is happening is because this person is trying to balance everything, trying to make everything perfect. And you know, you can't even do anything else when you're carrying those 2 buckets of gosh darn paint, and if they fall over, you're in trouble because they're going to make a complete mess. And it is hard to get paint out of stuff, especially when it falls out of the bucket. I know firsthand. So things are not perfect, and this person is just like in that victim energy. Now this is where it gets good. So I pulled from this deck I got in Paris. I don't know the name of it. Strength and power, perseverance and hard work. Is that the meaning of the acorn? So strength and power and perseverance and hard work. So clearly this person feels like they're not doing enough, whether it be being strong enough, having enough power in the situation, taking their own power back. Thank you so much for that, by the way. You know, this person clearly work on top of it. Work is always a big issue element on the masculine side, right? So who knows what's going on with work. Fear about work, that's for sure. And I keep on looking at this and I always think like that's a path, but it's not a path. It's like a little bit of smoke. Smoke doesn't belong here. So once again, that fogged energy, cloudiness, right? But I do think that this person needs to take another path, and to take that path, they're going to have to face their fear. And the dragons represent fears for me sometimes. So, and it's of matters of the heart as well. Okay, so I'm going to move on. I wish I had, I'm like looking for another camera to put down here. Okay, guys, I'm just going to tell you how these came out. So I'll take it. First, it just came out with that one. Yep. And this one just came out with this one. Okay. So I pulled the cards. What's going on here, right? So I get this card. Now this is an English deck. You guys probably know this deck and have seen other readers with it. I don't have the case because I didn't bring any cases back from France, and I don't do that anyways. I usually throw them. But the point being is that the French interpretations are sometimes a little different. So for example, this is number 20, and decks can move the energies around, but what this talks about is the harvest. So I'm guessing it's not the Judgment card. I'm guessing it's the Sun card. Doesn't matter. So these readings are going to be, this reading is going to be based more on the pictures than anything, because that will kind of confuse me, but it won't. And it's interesting as to what happened. So we have the harvest. And I see this man here, and I see him looking at all of his food and his fruits and his vegetables. Very healthy looking, very happy looking. He's cheersing the little elves, which are, I feel like they're his imaginary friends. Like, yes, we did it type of thing. So at this point, I'm like, okay, but I see a woman in the background. So I'm a little deep inside. I'm like that's a little, what's going on there? But I'm just like, whatever. Like, let's see what else is coming out. And the reason I did that, I thought that is because of the way it came out. So I picked up the feminine energy here. And the feminine energy is, we have the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. And what's going on here is this energy is of someone remembering many, many memories of the person that they love, of the person they can't wait to be with, they can't wait to be reconnected with, their truth, their foundation. We have a feminine here that's like daydreaming this weekend, and you are, and you know, you're in a good spot too, because look at, you're enlightened, you're doing your expanding, you're creating, but in your spare time, maybe while you're helping other people doing dishes, or who knows what you're up to, right? Because I see cups in front of her. Maybe you're helping clean up, whatever. You're daydreaming, and you're thinking of all of the good times, and you're thinking of all of the memories and all of the things you also want to create come the future. And that's what this is about, with that blank canvas in front of this young girl. It's like your childhood dreams with your dream person, your dream partner. And I'm seeing a lot of purple here. I'm seeing this little animal here. I don't even know what that is. It's not, it's like a orpheus or something, or I don't even know what those little things are. But anyways, you're just in this beautiful spot of memory lane, okay? And it's memory lane here. So I'm like, okay, well, who is this person? You know, like, tell us more about it. And to be honest, at this point, I'm a little nervous, because I'm like, who the frig is that woman in the background? But I'm not saying it to myself. I'm like, okay, just tell me more about this person. And we get the Emperor. So I'm like, okay, it's the Emperor, right? I'm like, tell me more about this person. And we get the King of Cups and the Chariot. So very strong water energy, very strong, you know, Emperor is very strong energy within itself, right? So I'm like, okay, we have the King and the Chariot. So I'm like, okay, this is a very masculine energy. It looks like things are going really good here for this man. I'm like, he even has a woman in the background, but I'm not really touching that yet. So I'm like, tell me about this side. Tell me about who is this woman, is what I said, because I want to know, like, is this the divine feminine then, or who is this? And guess who came out? The Empress. So right away, I'm like, okay, wow. So we have a match here. But in the back of my mind, in my subconscious, I'm still thinking about this other woman. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, no, tell me more, tell me more. And we get the Strength card. And it's a wise woman, okay? I'm like, no, tell me more. And we get the Nine of Swords. So it's starting to make sense. I'm picking up, okay, this is serious, divine, feminine energy. Nine of Swords, yeah, we've all been there. We've all been through that with our person, right? And I pull from, oh, I dropped a card. I pull from this deck. I just see it sticking out because I'm like, I need more info. And the card to explain this divine feminine energy is the dried up flower, and it's sweet memories. So regardless of the fact that it says dried up flower or anything like that, but it is about memory lane. It is about the memories, okay? And it is also a number 11, which is about a wish. So I'm like, okay, straight up, who is that woman in the background? And guess what card came out? And at first I thought it was the Three of Pentacles, but I'm like, what do you mean? And it's the Three of Swords. But not only that, it's someone coming home as well. This woman is coming home. And it looks like she's walking right up to that door, you know? So this is the divine feminine in the background of this person's picture, background. And this tells me that your person is also in this state of nostalgia and memories, thinking of you and how much they cannot wait for the sun to rise again and for the harvest to come in and to provide for you and to bring you all you need and to enjoy this. This is an energy of, you know, someone who loves abundance of love, and I was going to say material, but yeah, sure, material. Like food is material to this person. That's perfect, right? And we have the Chariot energy here. This person has plans to come in. This person has plans to be victorious, to be that emperor. And right now, over this weekend, this person is going to be thinking of that. And they may be in this energy of grief and victimization and unsure how they're going to carry everything and do everything with their hands tied up already, currently clearly tied up. And they don't feel like anything's perfect right now, but they have this wish and they have this dream. And you know, that's all you really need, is to have a vision, and whether or not they realize, they are manifesting this, okay? So moving over to this side here, let's talk about the feminine energy. And you're busy manifesting too. You're busy, you know, all of these memories you're having, even though they're memories, if you use it correctly, you can literally manifest with your memories, because if you just kind of place yourself in that moment and feel that energy and just hold it. I mean, Abraham Hicks says all you have to hold it for is 17 seconds. And I always think of that now whenever I get in memory lane. I'm like, okay, stay there for 17 seconds. Give yourself permission to be there for 17 seconds, 20 seconds of nothing but pure, beautiful, intense thoughts that make you feel good. And you set seeds when you do that. So you're busy manifesting too. Your person's, you know, having some thoughts as well about things. You're having thoughts as well about things. But their thoughts are more future-based, to be honest, which is interesting, right? So, I mean, it was brought up yesterday about anxiety, and anxiety does have to do with future worries, which would explain their victimization energy and their grief energy and hanging on to stuff and worries about things. What's going to happen to my friend in the future? You know, let your friend figure it out. So anyhow, let's see. So we come over here and we have, what I want to touch base on is the explanation here when I said, tell me more about who this is. So the divine feminine is coming up as this energy, and it's very, you know, very strong Leo energy I'm picking up for the divine feminine constantly lately. And it's not even about the fact that it's Leo, it's about love. That's what Leo represents to me, like the sign Leo. Even though Gemini is the lovers, I always look at Leo as love. I don't know why. I guess the strength card and all of that energy with it. So point being, this is representing the divine feminine. This is someone who is wise, even if you have not had a child yet. And I understand having an actual child come out of your body is going to give you even more wisdom, obviously. But even if you have not, there's still things that you have brought to life. There is still people that you have helped in life. There are still children you have helped raise one way or another, whether you know it. So this divine feminine is coming across as very wise. And it's funny because at first when I'm like, is she, is she going to wait? Is she going to wait this long? And then, she goes from maybe in her 30s or whatever to like, and I got like this energy, like, no, she's very wise. That's what's going on here. Very wise, beautiful soul. And she radiates abundance. That's what she radiates. It doesn't matter what age. This woman will always be eternally youthful. But it shows, they had to tell me, like, because I'm trying to figure out who this is. This is someone that has been in that Nine of Swords energy. You see the swords over the window. That's like almost like it was covering the light. And I see a bat here. And it's so weird because I saw an article on bat soup. Apparently it's a delicacy. And oh yeah, because of what's going on with the cold that's going around, and they're saying it came from bat soup. So very interesting, very toxic energy there. For some of you, you may have, because you were so depressed, maybe you weakened your immune system, and hopefully you got it better before that bat got near you type of energy, But it's true, because if I'm saddened and stuff like that, I can get sick. I can get more susceptible. It's not even that I get a cold. It's like I give myself a cold or something. I don't know. Maybe some of you experience that, and I also get rid of it right away. So, ice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I want to make sure I have neuf, of course. Neuf de hems. Okay, so 9 of Swords. Yeah, this is someone sitting in their bed. For some of you, it's like you locked yourself away. This bed looks like it has doors that can close you in. So anyhow, you went through some very serious sadness. We know that. We've all been there, right? And the reason was because this was, a heartbreaking situation. We already know what the situation is. We all know what the situation is that's going on here currently, regardless if it's a little bit different for each person. It's the same scenario. But look at this. When this person, I don't know if you guys are going to have communication. I'm not saying you're going to have communication this weekend. I'm not saying that at all, but anything is possible. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, how did this person end up getting back in the house? The door is open, by the way. So it's almost saying, like, when this person forgave themselves and the situation and released and forgave forgave everyone involved is what I feel. There's a swan there. There's that grace, that calming energy. I just feel like when this person was ready to walk back in, the door was open. And it's so weird because maybe, for some of you, and I am not suggesting this either. I'm just telling you what the cards say. And it's funny because where this woman's standing, the door is open. There's that open door there. It's like, honestly, for some of you, your person, it's just not time. But when it is time, you will have the green light. You will have the open door. That's the best way I can give you that message without getting into ridiculous details. It's just not time, but when it is, nothing, feeling wise, it hasn't changed. If anything, it's gotten stronger because everything you go through with your person, it's your time to build your story with your person. You've built stories with other people. They've built stories with other people. It's your turn to build your story. And this is going to have to be a part of it. It just is. I mean, it doesn't have to be. If you don't want it to be, you don't have to be there. But there was, for many people in the situation, for some, there was pregnancies. Yeah, there's third parties. For others, there's just multiple children from, who knows who. There's so many different scenarios and ways this can go. But the point being, what it all narrows down to is when the time is right, you're going to it's going to just feel like home. It's just going to feel like it was meant to be. You're coming home. Hey, get this part. Sorry, it's a little funny. But she has the groceries. She has the harvest. So, wow, I get so many messages with that because as much as this man wants to be the hunter and the gatherer and the emperor and get everything done here, without this woman, without that, you know, without her coming home, it's nothing. It's nothing. So this person is going to be very, it's like this person maybe needs a good meal. I can't wait to see a lot of unions happen, and you know, you guys all getting happy with your person and treating them very well because you've learned, right? Because we have learned. We learned what's actually healthy with all of this. And I mean, it's been up and down, and it is you. Like, you do have the harvest. You are the empress. It's really interesting that I picked up on that because you know your power. And I keep on noticing the water behind this woman. I keep on looking at it. It's a well. It's collecting water for anyone or everyone, you know, and it's like an abundance of life. I just feel like maybe things were running dry, or I don't know, like when you weren't around, when you're not around. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave it there, guys. That is the weekend energy. That is really good, and I think it's very realistic depiction of what's actually going on right now. This is just saying a lot of thinking, and you know, the feminines helping others this weekend and getting out there and being social, and the masculines hopefully, you know, well, they're manifesting. And maybe all this grief and all of this sadness is helping them manifest because they're really in their head about what they do want, about what would be perfect for them. So it's a weekend of manifestation. And I think that that's the way to put it. And to be honest, thank you, Lion. It's the Aquarius switch up, and it is the rat. It's the rat, the year of the rat. I'm just looking at the date there. Time is just flying for me, probably for some of you too. But it's the year of the rat. It's Aquarius. The Aquarius switch up, I said. It's the Aquarius astrological season. So for the year of the rat, this is the first sign of the zodiac for the Chinese zodiac. This is representing new beginnings or renewals, literally, from what I've read. And therefore, take advantage of that energy. And take advantage of the Aquarian season, which is, you know, the age of Aquarius. Now we're in the Aquarian season. This is a big weekend for manifestation. That is the truth. And I'm going to put up a karmic video later. I am. I do it every Friday. I love it, guys. Don't take it personally. But that's why I wanted to do this message first. For those of you that don't want to watch the karmic video, but I have many that do. Just keep this in mind, you know? It's not even bringing up the karmic, to be honest with you. It's not. You're not even thinking, you know, if you're on here and you're resonating with this, you're doing really well. You probably have gone through that karmic thought stuff, but I will do the karmic later for sure. But that's not even on your mind. You're thinking of the good stuff. So good. Keep it like that, you know? That's great. And for your person, it looks like the only thing I see about your person with the karmic is this card. I really feel like this puppy or dog or you know, little Labrador is representing the karmic, as in they're hanging on to something, but it's just a friendship. It's just like, it's not even, and I mean, you know, bonds with animals are huge. And my dad, when he lost his dog, cried for weeks, okay? Like he did this. So it is something they're attached to. But what it's hard to get my point here, but it's something that you can release. So, you know, maybe they've been with someone for a long time and they are just having trouble releasing this and making this decision, and it's a lot of weight on their shoulders. And they're feeling like a victim. So that's what's going on here. But the acorn represents work. We heard what the acorn represents, and I feel the work thing is a big situation for them too. And there's a new path your person has to take, see? But if they come out of here or whatever, if they take this path, they have to go over here by the dragon and confront the dragon. The dragon is whatever the issue is for them. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Maybe I'll do the karmic video live. I'll just pull the cards first, because honestly, this was so awesome pulling the cards. When I saw the three, when I clarified who that was, is when I couldn't take anymore, and I had to I'm like, start. I have to show you guys what's going on, but I didn't pull any more cards anyways. This was very refreshing, this reading. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy actually just reading the cards from here. So maybe that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. And I also want to get your monthlies out. Just like my monthlies are very short, right? To the point. But they're good and they help. And I get a lot of feedback on them. And I appreciate all your feedback and letting me know what you like. So then I know what you guys like. Because why come on here to give you something you don't even want, you know? Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Have a really, really good weekend. Oh, perfect. Wait, I think I get to... Perfect. I get to, hopefully, yes, I took him out. Okay, that's the first time I looked up, and sorry guys, I don't know what's going on there. But have a good weekend. Bye. Ciao.